Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sopina Zuairawan. Today I want to talk about one of the archipelago cultures that are very attached and often used by the people of Indonesia. That is Batik. The purpose of the presentation is to build a sense of nationalism in myself and others. So check this out. Indonesian Batik being World Heritage. Batik is the truly Indonesian identity culture since the past. This is why countries like Singapore, Malaysia, China now produce the product called Batik to be their favorite product. Now you can see the product of Batik has been spreading in all over the world. Based on UNESCO, Batik being one of the World Heritage on October 2, 2009. It means Batik would be the one of the culture from Indonesia which made it to all over the world. Amazing. Being one of the best cultural heritage in the world, Batik Day will celebrate on 2nd October every year. This is the special day based on 5th President of Indonesia, Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono. He led all people in Indonesia to say thanks to God and to generation before, which made Batik as the one of the best art and cultural from Indonesia. This is like a bless from God, he added. Next. Kinds of Indonesian batik. Batik Sogan from Solo. Batik Sekar Jagat from Yogyakarta and Solo. Batik Tujuh Rupa from Pekalongan. Batik Mega Mendung from Cirebon. Batik Sidoluhur from Yogyakarta. And the last, Batik Pekalongan. What makes batik so unique? Batik is a craft fabric that needs to undergo the delicate and repeated process of waxing, dyeing, and boiling. Wax is used as a means of color blocking in the coloring process. Every part of the fabric that remains untouched by a certain color has to be covered with wax. There are also several sub-processes like preparing in the cloth, tracing the design, stretching of the cloth on the frame, waxing the area of the cloth that does not need dyeing, preparing the dye, dipping the cloth in the dye, boiling the cloth to remove wax, and washing the cloth in soap. The more colors a batik fabric has, the more time it has been through the process of applying wax, dyeing and drying, then removing the wax. The process has to happen in a precise order that will produce the pattern or figures that are desired. Additionally, the order of which colors to apply also has to be followed. Next. Batik cloth can be made into garments, painting, scarves, bags, tablecloths, bedspreads, curtains, and other decorative items. Traditional batik is synonymous with silk or cotton. The reintroduction of natural dyes and technique has expanded to the scope to include unexpected fabric like chiffon, velvet, georgette, cheesecloth, and foil, mostly for fashion apparel. As for batik painting, the most commonly used fabric are cotton and silk. There are various types of fabric under these two categories such as poplin, foil, rayon, hoboto silk, crepe design, checkered, and satin. Next. Batik production techniques. It can generally be divided into three types: canting, block printing, and screen printing. Next. The difference between batik in ancient times and in modern times. In the past, most Indonesians used batik only on certain occasions because at the time, batik was only suitable for use on certain occasions such as traditional ceremonies, wedding, meetings, or formal occasions. However, now the use of batik is more widespread in society. Now, batik is not only used on formal occasions, but Indonesian people wear batik on various occasions, such as the National Batik Day, at work, and so on. At the times too, the use of batik knows no age. Parents, young people often use batik on various occasions. The use of batik is not only as clothing or clothing, but also as decoration and living supplies. Next. The difference between batik in ancient times and in modern times. This is batik in ancient times, and this is batik and in modern times. Next. Batik as a World Heritage from Indonesia. Batik is not only known and popular among Indonesian people, but batik is also well known among the world community. Batik is able to penetrate foreign markets, explore Europe, Asia, Australia, America, and even Africa. Generally, batik is exported in the form of long cloth, women's clothing too short. There are also many batik marked in the form of sheets, pillowcases, tablecloths. The development of batik today cannot be separate from the fashion trend. Next. Batik must be preserved by all Indonesian people. Not only the government has a role in preserving batik, but society also has an important role in this. Batik must be preserved so that it does not happen to be claimed by other countries. We as Indonesians must properly protect Indonesia's cultural heritage by understanding the importance of preserving batik as Indonesian culture. Here are some ways to preserve batik as a cultural heritage. Proud of using batik, involving the younger generation to produce batik, supporting the government to batik business, holding batik exhibition, introducing batik to the international scene. Some of them methods can be the community's choice in preserving one of Indonesia's cultural heritage, namely batik. So, let's wear batik product and love our batik. Finally, finish my presentation about batik. Sorry, there is a mispronounce. Thank you for your attention. See ya.
Ice on my neck, that's incoming. I'm a pretty boy.